Moscow's military provision has suffered a devastating blow as Ukrainian forces, armed with howitzers provided by Britain, have destroyed several armored vehicles in defensive missions. New footage that has emerged from the Donbas region within Ukraine has shown the shocking effectiveness of British M777 Howitzers used by President Zelensky's troops on the front line. Fire! Aerial footage recorded by the 81st Air Mobile Brigade of the Ukrainian Air Assault Forces has shown a missile attack successfully destroying a Russian tank and two other military vehicles. A huge explosion is filmed, shattering the armored vehicles as flames and smoke billow into the sky above following the launch. The ground-towed howitzer weaponry has been supplied to Ukraine as President Zelensky requested further military aid in the form of long-range artillery weapons. The video, which has been published on the official Facebook page of the Command of the Air Assault Troops of the Defense Forces of Ukraine, praised the provision of British weaponry. A caption accompanying the video read, "The video shows the successful work of artillery soldiers of the 81st Air Mobile Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, who, using British M777 155mm field howitzers, destroyed equipment and manpower of the racists." In particular, one tank and two infantry fighting vehicles of the Russian occupiers, along with their crews, were turned into scrap metal. President Zelensky had previously pleaded with international supporters of the Ukrainian defense to provide advanced weaponry in order to combat Russian aggression. Earlier in June, the UK Ministry of Defence pledged to provide further assistance in the form of M270 rocket launchers. The cutting-edge, multiple launch rocket systems are capable of striking targets up to 80 kilometers away with pinpoint accuracy. A statement announcing the renewed military aid added, "The decision by Ben Wallace comes in response to requests from Ukrainian forces for longer-range precision weapons in order to defend themselves from Russian heavy artillery, which has been used to devastating effect in the eastern Donbas region." Defense Secretary Ben Wallace said, "The UK stands with Ukraine in this fight and is taking a leading role in supplying its heroic troops with the vital weapons they need to defend their country from unprovoked invasion. These highly capable multiple launch rocket systems will enable our Ukrainian friends to better protect themselves against the brutal use of long-range artillery, which Putin's forces have used indiscriminately to flatten cities." Following the pledge, Mr. Wallace visited Kiev to meet with President Zelensky and Ukrainian Defense Minister Alexei Reznikov to discuss additional military provisions. On Friday, the Defense Secretary also met with NATO defense ministers to reaffirm the UK's support for Ukraine and underline our ironclad commitment to defend every inch of alliance territory. Moscow's military resources have been devastated by Ukrainian defensive efforts, as Zelensky's troops, strengthened by NATO military aid, have launched a campaign of successful missile attacks on the Kremlin's military vehicles. Intelligence suggests that President Putin is struggling to replace equipment destroyed in the conflict, as reports emerging from Ukraine claim Russian forces are increasingly operating with the use of outdated Soviet-era weaponry. Ukraine's army has released video footage of servicemen using a howitzer to destroy Russian targets on the battlefield. A Ukrainian soldier explained how they managed to hit the Russian army's tanks and weaponry. Countries in the West have been sending more weapons to Ukraine for the army to use against Russian invaders. The war in Ukraine has been ongoing for over 3 months, and there is no sign of a resolution as peace talks have been halted. Western-aligned NATO countries have been supplying Ukraine with weapons since the beginning of the invasion, and Great Britain has offered to train up to 10,000 troops every 120 days. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has been asking for more weapons from the West to fight off the Russian onslaught. Members of Ukraine's army have only recently been trained to use howitzer weapons, which were used to destroy the Russian military's locations and heavy artillery systems.